Hi, and welcome to the Global Wealth Hub, more specifically, the Million Dollar Business Creation. I'm Alex Silva, and I'm going to be your coach, your teacher, whatever you like to call it. This is a program that we have been creating for a long, long time. Okay, I've been doing this for the last 6 years, more so. Okay, so this is everything that I know and everything that I apply in my life and the life of my clients, former clients, and now students. Okay, this is the overview of everything that we are going to cover. Okay, now I call it weeks. You can call it whatever you like. You can consume all the content at once. I usually do weeks because it gives you time to cover everything and more importantly to think about things. Okay. Now, in our first week, it's everything about the mind. Okay, so I understand that nowadays the mindset gets a really bad rap, but it's really important. I believe that's the single key, the single most important key for success. Okay, in a business, it's all about the mind. Okay, now we're going to cover the foundation of the seven-figure entrepreneur. What is this? This is basically building a house or a skyscraper or whatever you would like, how big you want to create it. You always need a foundation, like a concrete foundation to hold everything. It's everything is the same on a house, on a skyscraper, on a business, on your mind. Okay, everything is the same. You need a solid concrete foundation, okay, to hold everything. Now, then I'm going to cover the success factors of a millionaire entrepreneur. And you could have like a concrete foundation, but you can focus on things that doesn't matter, okay? Now, if you focus on the wrong things, you're not going to get anywhere, okay? So this is why we need to cover all of the success factors, okay? Now, into week two. Week two is about idealizing your idea or making it work. Okay, we're gonna talk about your million-dollar business idea. I'm gonna give you all of the tools necessary for you to really think about your million-dollar business idea, everything you like, everything you're good at. Okay, and then we're gonna mash those things up and see if you get anything. Okay. After that, we can validate your business idea or your first paying client because you could have an idea, but the only way you make sure that that idea works is by having someone pay for it, right? Either could be I don't know, a construction company that I worked in construction when I was like 16 was my first business actually. At 18, I built a very good construction business, and it's a lot of work, but it's a good business. High margins, very high margins. And then I moved on to online businesses and other types of business. But I can tell you that you could have a good idea, but is that idea good enough for people to pay? That's the key. And I want to emphasize one thing. Now, the majority of courses, of programs, of whatever you want to call it, they will teach you how to do like Google ads for validating your business idea or Facebook ads or whatever ads you would like. Meaning that you have to invest money to actually validate your idea. Now, we're not going to do it this way. I'm going to explain why. Because if the idea is not good enough, you're going to invest tons of money. You're going to burn money to get to a point where it doesn't work. So I'm going to teach you ways, organic ways, so that you can go out there or via internet or via door to door, depends on the company, on the idea, okay? And really how to prospect, how to get clients on board, how to have that first paying client without spending all of your freaking money. Okay, that's the most important idea. Now, the Facebook ads and Google ads and whatever freaking ads, that comes later. First, we're gonna validate the idea and build a solid foundation, and then we're gonna get ads and funnels and later. Okay. Now, week three is the most important one. Actually, it's the most important and the most difficult one. Here's why. I call it the pedal to the metal phase. Now, this is about mastering your money, okay? And mastering your money is, I mean, it's not hard, it's not tough to learn, but it's sometimes can be boring, okay? You have a lot of, I'm going to cover a lot of things about finance, okay? In accounting, you have to get a hold of your money and your personal life and business life, but especially business life. So we're going to cover everything, okay? All of the three cheats that I'm going to give you that people on the on universities, on colleges, learn on accounting and finance like I did, okay? But it's very, 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 very important. Now, the next one is going to be our 10x profit machine. Now, what is this? This is the formula that I actually used for every single business. This is a formula that contains specific steps, okay? And we're going to focus on these specific steps every day to get your business running, okay? Because ultimately, a business is a money-making machine, okay? You invest money on one end and you get a profit on the other end, okay? But you have to have something, a system. And this is our system, okay? And then we have 5 components, right? And for each component, we're gonna build system for each of one so that the business runs without you, okay? And this is gonna be on the next week, by the way. So this is our main objective, okay? After validating the idea, okay? Now, week 4, we're gonna get steady and consistent. Now, like I said before, how to build a system, how to build systems so that your business can run without you. Because I found one thing in my businesses, in my personal life. I built a business to actually get out of the 9 to 5 rat race, right? Actually, most of us do. I found that most of my clients, most of my students actually want to get that freedom. It's not about the money. Most of the time, it's not about the money. I knew some people it was about the money, but not all of them. The majority was like me. I wanted the freedom. Okay, I wanted to have the control over everything that is going on my business, on my life. So that's why I created my companies. But I found out that there's a second rat race. The second rat race is simply you can't forget about your company. Like you work so hard in your company that you can't switch off. You just can't. You go home after 5 o'clock, or 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and even after that, there's something about that you can't switch off, and that's really, really, really stressful, and it's worse than the first rat race. So I'm gonna teach you everything that it runs without you, even in your sleep, so that you don't have to worry or stress about it. Because if you get caught on that thing, it would eat you up. Okay, so this is where we're gonna build system for each of the steps of the formula. Okay, now second thing on week 4, how to generate millions in sales and profits. Now this is really important. Know why? Because it actually is the foundation for hitting your 8-figure mark. Okay, you can. It's leveraging everything. Okay, so I have specific steps on how to make millions on sales and profits, including obviously a team, right? Because it's really, really important. Now, as a bonus, or another week, or another thing for you to study, I included hitting the 8-figure mark, which is it's not for everyone. I can tell you right now, it's not for everyone. It's really, really hard work. Okay, and not everyone will want or will able to achieve it. Okay, but a lot of people do. I mean, a lot of people do. I personally met one guy that he was a client of mine. Actually, it was crazy. It is crazy to say this, but he was a client of mine. An eight-figure guy was a client of mine, and I own really, really cheap things compared to him. Now, he validated this idea actually, because you have a foundation of a seven-figure entrepreneur and a seven-figure business, but then eight-figure, it's a lot. It's a whole ball game. Okay, so we're gonna cover everything on that. Okay, now I want you I want you to leave with this quote. It's one of my favorite quotes from Benjamin Franklin. You know how what it is, right? You know who it is. Look at it. Now, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And like I said, mindset is everything. Knowledge is everything. It's what separates the doers from the not doers, the business owners from the employees. It's how the world works. Okay, so I would leave you with this thing. An investment is in knowledge pays the best interest. And I will see you in the next lesson.